Waking up to razor burn and red bumps is such a confidence killer for me. Honestly, there are some days where I don't even want to look in the mirror in the morning because I know it's going to be bad. I'm popping, I'm poking, I'm doing that more than I ever did as a teenager, and I'm honestly sick of it. You know, I'm a pretty developed guy, so I have a skincare routine, I'm washing my face, I'm moisturizing, and those bumps still seem to sneak through. At first, I thought there wasn't really a solution. You just gotta live with it. But now I know that there's definitely something that we can do about it, and I'm sharing it with you. Let's talk about Stryx today. What's up? It's David K, aka Threadability, and I just want to say that men, it is okay to wear makeup. Now, if your reaction to that was hesitation, I want you to ask yourself why, especially if you're someone that goes to the gym to build muscle and feel confident, one that dresses better to feel confident, or even just buys beard products or grooming products, again, to feel confident. What is the difference? I did write a blog on men's makeup, and you can check it out at the link below, but Stryx is helping me make a video on this topic as well. Now, they're not sponsoring this video, but they did provide some product. So today, I want to talk about the men's makeup stigma, how I actually use Stryx to build confidence in my own work and my own life, and why I think men's makeup is in fact a confidence booster. So let's jump into it. The makeup stigma. Let me just say it again. Men, it is okay to wear makeup. However, we've been trained traditionally that it's not. And even though I've been using Stryx for a little while now, I can't say that I would rush into a makeup grocery store aisle. Why is that? Probably because of the fear of judgment, but also because I wouldn't even know where to start or what I was looking for. And I wouldn't want to feel embarrassed standing there for hours trying to figure that out. Couple that with the fact that makeup isn't really marketed towards men or really anyone other than women by the industry itself. It's only recently that we've actually started to see some inclusion. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think men need any sort of pity here, but I'm trying to figure out why men have tossed makeup aside as only for women. And it could be because it's marketed that way. Then we convince ourselves that makeup isn't for real men, right? I mean, I don't hear them telling us to get the London look or that maybe he's born with it. Here's the thing, in an article by CNBC and survey conducted by Euromonitor, 56% of guys were using some sort of makeup in 2018, which means that more than half of us have already tried it. Now, the way they frame that statistic by saying admitted tells me that we're not exactly ready to shout it from the rooftops and say that we're using makeup. But that's okay, because I'm not advocating that you need to put on a full face of makeup. That's not the point. If you are interested in more information, I have more linked in the blog below and in the articles that I used to write it, so check it out. Listen, we talk so much about feeling confident in your clothes that I thought we should extend that to our skin, maybe even start at our skin. So using a little bit of makeup as a confidence boost doesn't have to be categorized as a masculine or feminine thing to do. In fact, it's just an option or another idea. Plus, we gotta stop assigning gender to actions or things that we do because that's not even really a thing. Okay, so by this point, either your interest is piqued or, people have logged off by this point. But if you're still here and you're wanting to learn, I appreciate you and thank you, and we're gonna jump into how I actually use Stryx in the terms of what we just talked about. Segue, let's talk about what makes Stryx a makeup line for men. Recently, I was watching another creator review a product and they actually took offense to having a makeup line that was specifically for men. Their response was that makeup is for everyone. Would I say to that? Yes, of course, that's literally what we just talked about. But let me tell you why Stryx actually is a makeup line for men. They didn't just slap a label that says for men on an existing product and called it good. Stryx's products are actually formulated for men's skin, which is typically thicker and oilier, which means that you shouldn't be borrowing your girlfriend's, sister's, mom's, or whoever else's products because it's not made for your skin. Basically, that means that Stryx's products stay on your face better. And if you want to wanna find more info, check out their website, it's linked below, and I go in more depth in that blog again, so make sure to check that out. Now they also thought about the design of their products. Both the packaging and the products themselves are sleek and subtle, so you can leave that embarrassment of using makeup behind. The concealer looks like a pen, and the moisturizer looks like a bottle of cologne. Either way, both are very discreet, and you can leave them out on your desk or your counter without anybody else thinking twice about them. All things considered, Stryx made it pretty simple to use their products without making it feel like a chore or having to watch hours of beauty tutorial videos to figure out how to use it. When purchasing, they kept it to 3 easy shades where you could adjust the amount to get the color that you want. So I went for something a little bit lighter so that I could, use the right amount to get to the right skin color. That means no brushes, no tools, no 10-step skincare routines, just something really simple. I use Stryx really anytime I step in front of the camera or go to a big event. So you better believe that I put some on before this and as you saw during it. I just want to look and feel my best because that's when I feel the most confident and my most comfortable. I struggle with breakouts on my skin, even with a separately implemented skincare and wash routine. Stryx helps me on those days where my skin still feels like it needs to act up. Most often, I use the Stryx Concealer tool to cover up razor burn, red bumps, or dark circles. It's quick, it's easy, just apply and blend with my finger and move on. Basically makes all those marks disappear. If I need to even everything out a little bit more, I use the Tinted Moisturizer just to cover all the splotches and balance out my skin tone altogether. You only need a little amount of this to go a long way. My favorite part about Stryx is that I'm not locked into wearing it every single day. It's simple to use and I feel natural and like myself while I'm still wearing it. AKA confidence, that's what we're talking about. I only use a little bit of each, maybe a couple of dabs of the pen and a dime size amount of the moisturizer like I was saying before, and I'm good to go. Both of the products stay on throughout the day. I haven't noticed it come off or rub off on my clothes when I'm shooting outfits throughout the day or even when I'm sweating a little bit because it's hot outside. Stryx is kind to my skin. It doesn't feel irritated when I take it off, and I don't have to cake a bunch of it on to get the results I want. I mean, you can see, right? It doesn't even look like I'm wearing it. That checked my must-have boxes for men's makeup. I've picked up a few tips from using Stryx makeup that I want to share with you before you get into it. Number 1, it might be a little bit of a pseudo one, but watch Stryx's YouTube videos. I've got them linked down below. They go through everything from choosing and applying, especially helpful if you're starting from zero. Number 2, wash your hands, especially in the time that we're living in now. Wash your hands before you apply the makeup because you don't want to trap any bacteria on your face or cause any infections. Number 3, invest in some makeup wipes. You're gonna need these. Remember that Stryx is formulated for men's skin, which means washing it off with soap and water is not gonna go so well. So yes, you have to go to the grocery makeup aisle to pick these up or go on Amazon or something like that. You'll be okay either way. Trust me, you need these. All right, here we are, the piece de resistance. I butchered that with my accent, but we're talking about can makeup build confidence? And I sort of sprinkled it in throughout the rest of the video, but I wanted to wrap it up here. In my blog, I equate wearing makeup to going out with a clean shirt. Hear me out. Basically, you wouldn't go out with a stain on your shirt, right? Because you want to look and feel your best. Well, I'm talking about doing that with your skin and your face in the same way. I use the concealer tool to cover up a couple of the spots so that I can go out feeling my best and looking my best. That's where I draw my confidence from. Now, the question comes up of, should you be worried about what people will say if they see it or can tell that you're wearing it? And my answer to that is, I've actually never had anybody call me out on it or even say anything because they can't tell that I'm wearing it. My question to you is, should you even care if it makes you feel confident? Like I said before, more guys are spending on self-care and grooming, so chances are that the guy that would make fun of you for that is already spending money on beard care, shaving, skin care, even fitness, and let me tell you, all of that is self-care. So yes, I believe that using makeup to cover up blemishes and spots can build confidence as long as you're not covering up who you are. As always, thank you so much for tuning into this video again. Now, I'm curious if your interest is piqued and if you are actually gonna try some men's makeup, or if you're totally not about it. Let me know down below in the comments. If you are interested, I've got a link to Stryx's site down below so you can check them out, and you can use code TB15 to get a little bit of a discount at checkout. Smash that like and subscribe button so we can stay connected and I can keep making videos that you enjoy. You can also follow me on Instagram at Threadability. I'll catch you next time.